Hi everybody, I'm Mike, and this is Long Live the Queen, the pretty princess game. Right now, we are picking up where we left off, and right now we are lonely. Being lonely is okay. Lonely and cheerful is actually okay. Walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. Because I want to train up my conversational skills. So let's do some public speaking, and let's actually double up on public speaking. So we'll go to classes, conversation. Public speaking. There we go. Right, so week 16 in the morning, you practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. Obviously, I could use some help with that. Week 16 in the afternoon, you take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. We've unlocked a new outfit. You unlock a new outfit every time, I think, every subcategory in a category, I suppose. I'll show you what I mean. Although I pointed it out before, but anyway, Jocelyn, the King Dowager, Duke of Cloris. Today is a procession and planting of the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. I would rather not go. No, I guess I'd rather stay here. You watch the procession from your tower window, feeling safe but lonely. Suddenly you hear someone moving around inside your room. You turn surprised, but it's only a maid. My lady, should you not be in the procession? It's a major festival, but there are other ways to celebrate. I prefer to give thanks for the good lady's blessings by meditating. I gave a religious excuse. It's very wise of you, my lady. So what's our current mood at? Because I know that dropped. Oh, so we're super lonely right now. Let's make her willful but lonely. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds it. I know that it's kind of funny that I won't go and lead a parade, but I'll sneak out of the house. But what you gonna do, right? So our mood is more willful than yielding, and really super lonely. So outfits. We have the tea dress, which boosts conversation, which I'm gonna totally put on right now. And this is what I meant. The reason that we get different outfits is when okay, right here okay, social is a heading. Conversation is kind of a, let's say, social is a category, conversation is a heading, and public speaking, court manners, and flattery are all subheadings. When you get at least 30 in all three of the subheadings in a heading, I know this makes it more convoluted than it has to be, but then you get an outfit for that kind of heading, which gives you a bonus. So as you see here, when we put on the tea dress, we got like a little, we get a little star, which gives us a bit of a bonus, which is what that green bar is. So now if we train up our conversation, you will have a bonus to that, like an additional bonus to training that up. So let's go to classes and do just that. So let's train up our court manners and our flattery, because I found that in previous playthroughs in this game, that's pretty important. So week 17 in the morning. You study the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual. You memorize the correct title for every servant in the castle. Treating servants with respect ensures good service. Yeah, that's true. Just treating everybody with respect ensures good. I mean, it ensures good rapport with everyone. I found that if you make an effort to say hello to everyone, no matter what their standing, or no matter what their position within a company, no matter what your position is in a company, you really make an impression, and people respect you a lot more for that. Anyway, visual elements are best to let's try that again. Visual elements are best to flatter on first meeting. They are expected to be noticed right away. If you spend more time with someone, suddenly complimenting their attire will ring false. Small personal details will help make the recipient of your flattery feel that you have truly noticed them, which is always better than a simple "how nice you look." Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. Finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Ooh, yeah, Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've noticed. You're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Man, I'm having a hard time reading today. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kagel alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. But I'm already betrothed to the Duke of Sedna. That does not bar you from dancing. If I dance with a gentleman here, it will make them happy, but Talrus might think I'm planning to break the betrothal. I'm not going to dance with the suitors because I don't believe that would be proper. No, I don't want the Duke of Sedna to think badly of me. I will skip the dancing. Very well. Between the dances, there's time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. You interact comfortably with your peers, leaving a wise word in every ear. During the lull in the music, Banyan, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. Banyan, the Duke of Marie, Earl of Serenitatis. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her bravery and courage keep our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, make your opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. Miss Gwinnell, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Finally? She's not even 15. What the hell? Ordell, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila, or Lila? We'll go with Lila. And a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school and the absolute terror of the ball fields. O'Brien, she said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing together, the Duke Consort clutching the Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come. Merva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy times with friends and family, isn't it? Alright, so let's check out our mood. So, we aren't as lonely as we once were. We're kind of cheerful, kind of willful. pardon me. I would like to sneak out to become more willful and more lonely. I'm not gonna... These things that we come across time after time after time, I'm gonna stop reading eventually, because... Yeah. So let's check out our moon now. We are becoming gradually more willful and very, very lonely. So we are going to check out our skills. We could train up our military more. Or we could work on our conversation more. Let's do just that. So let's go to classes. We are going to work on public speaking and court manners. Alright. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise and answer smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. The art of BS. That's a public speaking thing, eh? You read collections of famous historical speeches and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion. You borrow the mini for an upcoming banquet and practice delivering it as a dramatic speech to an audience of confused chambermaids. I like that. To directly challenge someone's honor is to declare war. Never make a public accusation of cowardice, treason, infidelity, or murder unless you are prepared to face mortal enemies. And on that note, you study the etiquette of dueling. Makes sense! As a monarch, you are expected to embody the virtues of honesty, bravery, and generosity. It's a pity that so few monarchs do. You should always offer aid to those in need. However, those you aid personally are expected to give you their utmost loyalty, even unto death. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. Why? He's useless. He isn't going to give you any sort of useful advice. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Here in the Countess of Miranda and Callisto. Oh, you are too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Sirin. Not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior. Far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Well, we can shame her with silent scorn, insult her with false flattery, or trip her as she passes. We'll do that. We'll shame her with silent scorn. You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. Presence failed. Well, we haven't trained it. She notices your stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Sirin, the Countess of Miranda and Callisto. Darling Elodie, I hope you have been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. This is the path you have set us on. What do you mean? Your acts have made everyone think about preparations for the future. Dolores needs an heir. My brother, your Uncle Armand, is looking for a wife as well. One of us, at least, must produce more children. But, Mama, nothing can ever replace your mother. But we all have things that we don't want to do. Well, you should be careful how you deal with people like Sirin. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as... you need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. Isn't that what I have agents for? Oh, interesting. Yes, but you must give them direction. What is your greatest concern? That's interesting. What's with assassins? I can deal with any problems that come up as long as I'm here to deal with them. It's assassins I'm worried about. You are your own best defense against assassins. Increasing your skills will help protect you. Oh, this is the first decent advice he's ever given. Beyond that, you can train more soldiers into personal bodyguards to watch over you. Or you can institute harsh penalties for treason and make people too frightened to cross you. More training. There are so many things I need to learn in so little time. Be calm and determined and you will succeed. I believe in you. Thanks, Dad. No, well. Okay. Let's go talk to Juliana. I don't even remember what voice I had for her. It's been so long. You have not reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. Take drastic action? I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. That night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapses, crushing the guards on duty. Nothing is stolen, at least. Nothing that is... Sorry? Nothing is stolen. At least nothing that is acknowledged publicly. When you look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. Crystal is gone. He knows that you are to blame. He will never trust you the same way again. Alright, so we're going to leave it here, with our father never trusting us again, unfortunately. If you like this episode, or you just want to support the series, feel free to go ahead and click on that good old like button. Every like lets me know that you enjoy the series, and it helps my channel out. If you haven't subscribed and you feel like that's something that you may want to do, that button is down there as well. If you have any positive or negative feedback, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. If you want to join me on Facebook or on Steam, you can do that by clicking on one of the links in the description down below, and you can do that, and I'll bring you right to where you need to go. But I've been Mike, you have been you, this has been Long Live the Queen, and we will catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, bye-bye.